Hello, my name is Carmen Rojas Gínes. I'm Puerto Rican sculptor, an art teacher, a wife, and a mother. I've been working as a sculptor for 27 years. Sculptor is the medium that allows me to express myself artistically. My work uses the triangles in several scales and different shapes depending on the angles to project movement. I seek to create balance, enhance space, depth, lines, and planes that represent the amplitude of vital events and images. My surroundings inspire me. My culture is a fundamental part in my artistic development. The rich elements have taught me to see, explore, and expand beyond what is in front of me. The texture of the island mountains with marvelous flamboyant trees, the movement of the ocean, and the bright colored buildings in my beautiful island are all parts of my sculptures. My artistic process starts with the study of an idea to move into the design. I consider shape, position, balance, and color. Then, creation of the sculpture, cutting the metal and welding it to produce the final work, painting and adding texture to have it ready to show. Embarking my roots. The color and the texture of my art pieces carries the narrative of strength. It is meant to complement and transform the senses. In this body of work, the mission of the color is to tell a story. It has the treasure of the origin of my culture, the Taínos, the Spaniards, and the Africans that forms what is a Puerto Rican.
Embarking my roots is like a trip that seeks new directions to share who I am, honoring my heritage and recognizing the culture I originated from. This piece represents the revival of my culture by maintaining the foundation of my origin, Taino, Spanish, and African. Puerto Ricans, with our gallantry, embark on a trip with the purpose of spreading who we are and where we originate from. It is important to know where you originate from in order to know where you are headed.
Diáspora en movimiento, diaspora in motion in English. In this piece, the colors symbolize the nature in the island of Puerto Rico. The colors of the mountains, the vegetation, and the rainforest. The shape of Diáspora en Movimiento is what the island breeze means to me, carrying all the memories from our homeland, even when we are countries away.
The longing for my country, a sky, a land, and an ocean, as well as the memory of my family, inspired this piece. A culture scattered by migration and facing a world full of diverse roads. In front of this action and movement, we project ourselves as a people determined to spread our roots. All of us are the vault that holds the vast information of who we are, where we come from, what we are made of, and where we are going.
El vuelo del Amazon habitata, Flight of the Amazon habitata in English. This sculpture is inspired by the endemic parrot species of Puerto Rico. It is currently an endangered species. Although from afar it seems fragile, its quick adaptation and stability remind us that there is hope for survival. This interactive work of art invites the viewer to appreciate the materials used. During classes, I taught using this piece as the inspiration. Students of all ages got a chance to construct and add their own interpretation of how they viewed the Amazon habitata. Each person who participated got a chance to create a unique work of art and bring awareness to an endangered species in the island of Puerto Rico.
The idea of this piece is to make the world aware of the majesty of nature through the shape, medium, and color of the sculpture. The metal symbolizes the efforts that have been made to aid in the survival of this unique species. The wood base is inspired by the rainforests of Puerto Rico, the environment this species is found in and fights to survive in.
Empty nest. This nostalgic piece represents the absence of everything we were born and raised with. Even though the nest is coarse and dark, it stands on a solid base that represents what keeps us strong and hopeful for what's to come. Winds of hope. Can we find hope in the midst of devastation or coercion? Yes, because in that moment we can transform its energy to sustain ourselves and move forward. At that point, hope is created.
In this piece, hope is represented through the strength of a standing tree. It faces hostile winds that in many ways could represent the fall and devastation of the tree. Regardless of this, it stays standing with the help of its surrounding environment. The medium, the position, the texture, and the color are all interlaced over a wooden base that allows it to stand tall and represent the winds of hope we all carry within.
Puerto Rican women, their strength and majesty, as well as their impact on culture, is the series I am working on now, She Water. The visions and interpretation of my mother, Elsa, and her way of reacting to the experiences in her life. A woman who transformed difficult situations into valued teachings. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video.